Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We are here. It is time for Tough Enough Wrap Up. I am Mad Mike. You all know that. It says it right here. And with me, as always, is the lovely and talented Jen Carlins. Jen, how are you today?
I am just spiffy.
Spiffy. I like when things are spiffy. Um, okay, so Jen, now Chris Jericho
Yes.
had a little sleepover in the barracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty interesting.
I don't think he actually slept there.
He didn't sleep there. Come on.
Yeah, he probably stayed in like a hotel near there. But what? So last week, we saw Chelsea get eliminated,
Yes.
and when everyone got back to the barracks, Chris Jericho was there with pizza and lots of
Eh.
booze.
Well, that was hidden, and then all of a sudden it just came out like, surprise!
Mm-hmm. Tons of booze. Tons of booze.
Yeah.
I noticed I didn't see any of them eating pizza.
No.
It's kind of rude.
Yeah.
It's kind of rude a little bit.
Oh, it was. Totally.
All right. I mean, there was one challenge this week, and then the rest was just kind of a little bit of bullshit, but not. We're really getting down to the nitty gritty here, Jen.
Oh, we're getting down into the final countdown, Mike.
Anyway, so we have the challenge this week was for everyone to learn how to sell a little bit and to work a match.
Because everybody has a story.
Sure they do. Sure they do. Okay, so first things first, I want to say I wish the full matches of these were put online.
Oh, yeah.
So
I wish.
So we could see them unedited.
That would be phenomenal. Because they're so edited that you're only seeing what they want to show you.
Yeah. Well, we had I thought the pairings were interesting.
Very interesting.
We had Tanner go with GiGi, Amanda with Sara,
Yes.
and ZZ and Josh.
Yeah.
Which one were you looking forward to the most, and not from a lady part excited point of view?
Actually, I was looking forward to Tanner in GiGi's match.
Okay. All right. I was looking forward to Amanda and Sara because, like, right away they said Sara was going to be a face. And I'm like, oh, that makes a hell of a lot more sense than anything else they've had her do in the competition with regards to.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll start off with Josh and ZZ first. What did you think about Josh and ZZ?
I did enjoy it. It was pretty good. I like the fact that NXT stars were there watching.
Yes.
And chanting and getting crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to start with this because the NXT superstars, like we saw Bayley, Bull Dempsey was there, Jason Jordan, I saw Carmella, Solomon Crow. There was a lot of people there. It was pretty much the entire NXT roster.
Yes.
And as soon as ZZ got in the ring, NXT continues to prove that it is the best thing WWE does right now. They started a truffle shuffle chant.
They did. They sure did.
Wow. And like you gotta think, I think these NXT superstars watch Tough Enough.
Oh, I think so.
Because they seem to have real formed opinions on who they like and who they didn't like.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so. When they booed Amanda.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, we'll get into that but they seem to really enjoy Josh.
Who doesn't enjoy Josh?
Patrick. I don't know. No, I actually, I mean, I think Josh is probably the prohibitive favorite now.
Oh God, yeah.
Like just in terms of, and not just in terms of your obvious reactions towards Josh, but like in terms of in ring, like he has the charisma of ZZ, kinda, and he has the athleticism of Tanner, kinda. So he kinda has both
He
together.
does.
Yeah,
And he has the Vince McMahon it factor.
of course, yeah. Like, oh, he's tall, damn it. He's tall,
He's
he's got
tall.
long hair. We don't have one of those, isn't Samoan.
No, we don't have that. God
Yeah,
damn it.
I
We need
mean,
to get that in there. We need to paint him up and get him out there with Reigns.
we need to have you do your Vince McMahon impression for every show from now on because
Okay.
that was phenomenal.
Thank you. God damn son of a bitch. Get out of my ring, Austin. See? No training.
No, no training, none at all. No voice acting work for Jen Carlins, everyone. She works pro bono.
None. I just yell at my kids in the Vince McMahon voice. Anyway.
Oh god. All right. So moving on from those two, it looked like ZZ was okay, but it still looked like he kind of blew up a little bit.
Just a little bit. He just probably that in-ring cardio.
Yeah, he was selling a lot though, and
Very much so.
they pointed out on Tough Talk too that he didn't do a lot of the actual like drop down, getting up. He did a lot of selling, which
A lot of selling to the crowd, a lot of talking back and forth. Yeah, that no. No. I want to see what you got.
Yeah. So let's move on to Amanda and Sara.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. They now see the thing about Sara is they didn't really have any critiques on her technique, which is good because that's been a sticking point. They had something with about her smiling in the ring all the time.
That I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, if you're a face, yeah, you're going to smile a lot.
Yeah, and that could be the story. I mean, I get you have to look intense and serious, but it's not like you're doing real intense moves at this point, too. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
Like their matches are ending with body slams. It's like the 50s going on here.
Yes. I don't know why, Booker T was calling her out on that and damn it. It just, I mean, it's not like she's in NXT because that's where they were 95% of the time on stuff like that. But I don't know. There was other stuff that could have been.
Yeah, like I think Billy also made a comment that her feet were a little jittery, and that's a legitimate thing. That is something I can see, that you can work on and everything like that. But
right,
and plus, some people have resting bitch face. Some people have also resting nice face.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean,
they do.
It's difficult. Like that's a thing that exists, and plus, it's their first match.
Oh my gosh!
It's in front of a live crowd,
right?
And you're gonna be a little, happy go because ZZ smiles a lot, and no one ever says anything to him about it.
Because he does it for the children. Damn it!
I guess so.
He does it for the children of the world and the alligators of America.
And also, I want to point out that a lot of the things that they tell Sara to work on Tough Enough, Naomi goes through the same stuff on Total Divas. We'll get into that.
So.
We'll get into that later.
Yes.
We'll get into that later. But I mean, it's not like it's an easy thing to do if you're completely going against your like personal nature.
Yeah.
Exactly. Amanda seems pretty at home with being, angry.
Fits her just fine.
Like, if they put her in the ring against GiGi and told her to be the face, that'd be interesting because I don't think she'd be able to do that.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
It really, really would, because, yeah, I just totally, my mind went blank on what I was saying. Sorry.
Okay. So, moving on to our intergender match, Tanner and GiGi.
I was impressed with them.
Yeah,
I liked GiGi in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the bumps from Tanner and flipping them and playing the crowd, and I thought it was good.
Although, when the match started, the NXT audience booed both people.
Yeah, they did.
Because, see, and that's what I'm saying. That's the exact opposite problem that Sara had. Sara, you see Sara in the ring. You know she's the face.
Right.
You know she is. And that's a good thing if you're supposed to be a face. That's
exactly.
an excellent thing. It's like Bayley.
Oh,
like,
gosh,
if you see Bayley in the ring and you don't know anything, like, there's two people staying across the ring from each other. You see Bayley and you see Dana Brooke. You know who the good guy is and you know who the bad guy is.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Yeah, I mean, that is something that cannot be taught.
No, not at all.
Something that can't be taught. And if you have Tanner and GiGi across from each other in the ring and both people get booed, that's telling.
That's very much so.
One of you is not doing this right.
Exactly. I know if you or I were in the ring together, I know you would be the face and I would be the heel.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think I could play a face. I couldn't be a good guy.
I could be a heel if I really wanted to be. Just put me in there with anyone who's booked TNA in the past 5 years, and oh man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, put me in there with someone who tells me Lucha Underground's not going to get a season 2, and oh man, shit will go off. But yeah, they had a nice little Tanner and GiGi had a nice little match.
It was.
But they had the best finish.
Mm-hmm.
They easily had the best finish with Tanner sneaking in a roll up. Like, I think he should have hooked the tights too. I know they probably haven't learned that.
Probably not.
I think that would have been even cooler.
Oh, it would have been. It so would have been.
And then he slid out of the ring and started, talking trash to Bayley, which was funny.
I know.
I thought that was hilarious. Because Bayley happened to be right in the front row right when Tanner slid out. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, even with Carmella sitting right next to her.
Yeah.
Boy.
So yeah, that was the challenge this week. I mean, I don't even remember there being too much drama afterwards. Like, it was just, everyone chilling out, having good time, kind of.
Yeah, there wasn't too much drama. There wasn't Josh and Tanner sitting on the couch with popcorn,
which is unfortunate.
I know. That's the parts that I kind of look forward to that. Seeing who's going to be. But all in all, it was decent.
Yeah. So let's talk about the live segments where all the judges seem really impressed with everyone this week.
They really did. They really didn't have that much critiquing to them. Yeah, it was pretty. I think the Miz has something against Tanner.
I don't necessarily know about that.
No,
I don't think. I think the Miz has a favorite, and that is Amanda.
Can we go to spare home?
And I don't think he particularly likes any of the guys, really.
No, probably sees them as a threat.
I would say so, yeah, especially Josh.
Oh, yeah, especially Josh.
Oh, God. Stop it.
I can't!
Yes, you can. But yeah, Paige seemed really impressed with everyone. And for the most part, like, there wasn't really a standout person that should be going home.
There really wasn't. Even ZZ had a good match. Everybody just... So maybe the people that are supposed to be there...
I still know about that.
Oh, no, because I know people that went home that shouldn't have went home. But, it's just a glorified popularity contest.
Of course. So the bottom three this week were Sara, again, voted in by Paige because motivation, I guess. GiGi and Tanner.
Yes.
Now, Jen, I think you and I voted for different people. Who'd you vote for?
I voted for GiGi.
Okay. Why'd you vote for GiGi to stay?
Because I knew Sara would be safe anyway. So why waste my vote on someone that I knew was going to be fine?
Yeah, you didn't think that GiGi was going to get saved again?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you think Tanner was going to get saved?
No.
Okay. I wonder if Brian is going to use his save because next week is the only week he has to do it.
He has to do it, so I'll put money on it that Josh goes into the bottom three and Daniel Bryan.
Well, it has to be, I think, all the guys.
Yes, because a girl went home.
Yeah, they pretty much said as much on Tough Talk that next week it's going to be a guy going home. So
I really could see it being Josh, Tanner, ZZ in the bottom three.
Right.
The vote goes... Wait, what am I saying here? Brian uses his vote for Josh. ZZ goes home.
I don't know about that because ZZ's still really popular. That's the thing. Like ZZ's like I'm sure they would love it if it was down to Tanner and Josh. I don't think we're getting that.
Do you see Tanner going home?
Kind of, yeah. I think because I think Josh has built enough goodwill. Because see, the thing about this show is, if you're not a complete shithead, you're gonna get good votes. And Tanner has proven kind of a shithead. GiGi,
yes,
kind of a shithead. Amanda, total shithead.
Totally.
Yeah. Josh seems like a really good dude. Like, he hasn't had any kind of assholic flare-ups in weeks. So that's a good thing.
No, he really hasn't. He's played very cool, level-headed, very focused.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And I think it wasn't really that surprising that GiGi went home.
No.
She was upset again, and I think her fake crying is just her real crying, but no tears actually come out.
Oh yeah.
Because she was doing that a lot on Tough Talk.
Yes.
It was Tough Talk was real. Like, I swear, if you guys aren't watching Tough Talk, but you're watching,
you gotta watch Tough Talk.
You're doing the show wrong. You gotta watch Tough Talk. Miz gave one of the best promos, or just talks, I've ever heard from him, ever.
Definitely.
Yeah, he was saying that, like, because GiGi was still upset about being sent home, and it got to a point where Daniel Bryan was trying to console her and say, hey, listen, runner-ups do well in this all the time. And Miz cut off. He's like, you know what? I'm here. I lost on Tough Enough, and I came back and I did something. But that's not good enough because I'm here because I want to see a Tough Enough winner main event WrestleMania. And he was like, that's something we've never had before. That's something they've never had because
no,
the closest they came, sadly, was John Morrison.
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, John Morrison, I think, was the closest they had to that, but it was a really really good speech.
It was really good, and he's 100% right. I mean, the
Mhm.
same thing for even Ryback.
Yeah.
He was in it, got voted off, and wasn't Wade Barrett in it also?
No, I don't think so.
I couldn't remember if he was in it or not.
No, no, Barrett wasn't it. He was on the game show NXT. Uh, but yeah, I mean that's something, and I think they see that out of the people left who could do that, it's Josh. That
Oh
probably doesn't
gosh,
fit.
yeah,
Like Tanner would be a great IC champ. Like you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh.
Maybe U.S. champ.
hmm But it was interesting because they really talked to the guys. Like I think Amanda knows that she's kind of fucked.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I yeah.
Her little buddy is gone.
Well, just in terms of like it's her versus probably the most popular person on the show now
Mm-hmm.
that isn't paid.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right now it's Sarah's to lose. Like she'd have to do something really bad to lose the competition at this point.
Like
So
drop somebody on their head. Actually, drop them on their head.
yeah, yeah, and not like on their shoulder, which is a perfectly fine bump to take. Um,
Ah.
but they talk to the guys a lot during Tough Talk, and because Josh is kind of the standout, they asked Josh
Mm-hmm.
who he would rather work with, and oh man, did he try and dodge that question?
Oh, he did.
He
He
tried.
went all around it, 360'd it, and just
hmm
couldn't do it.
And see that's how you can tell that Josh is a nice guy because
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to make ZZ look like shit, and
Mm-hmm.
like he was like, I mean, I'd probably it looks better. It looks better when I throw a larger object to the ground. I'm like, all right, dude, just say you like working with Tanner better. Just
I
say
know.
it. Because once you start hedging the bet like that, and then ZZ,
Didn't I text you
yeah.
during that when I said stop talking about the fucking alligators, you idiot?
Well,
And
it's not even that anymore.
I hate alligators.
It's not even that anymore. It's ZZ. He said that Josh and Tanner could have an hour-long match, but if they don't engage people, then
Right.
it's not worth it. And I'm like, motherfucker, you kind of have to have like you have to be able to connect and have a good length match.
Yeah.
Like
Can
you're
we
not.
pause for just 1 second?
Yeah,
Can we pause just for 1 second? I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not going to come into WWE and immediately be Goldberg. You're not gonna have a dozen squash matches in a row. You're not going to be able to do like I believe Tanner, hence my little lower third here. Tanner called him a 5 bump chump because as soon as ZZ took apparently 5 bumps, he got really winded and could barely continue past like 2 or 3 minutes in a match. And that's not good. That's not where they should be at this point because like, and no one else has that issue. Like no one else has such bad cardio issues where they can't keep up with a 5 minute match. And this is the basic stuff. This is the basic stuff. Like if ZZ can't keep up with the basic stuff with his cardio, he's not going to be able to do longer matches. Like
No,
that's
there's no way.
yeah. I mean, he can't even talk about having an hour long match if he can't have a 10-minute match.
Exactly. I mean, he's going to get winded just walking to the ring.
I wonder if he blew himself up shaking the ropes like the Ultimate Warrior.
I
Like when he
think
was,
he needed, after he did that, I'm pretty sure he had to take a 10-minute break.
And I mean, I just really hope, because at this point, I thought he was funny for the show, but you
Hmm.
can tell he is just really good at convincing people to cheer for him. He's good at getting the cheap pop.
Of course. It's just like that, Santino
Yeah.
type of thing. It's almost like he could be a filler
Hmm.
in that sense, but I don't know. Let's talk about John Cena.
Oh, all right. Yeah. The last thing we're gonna mention here, John Cena was on the program. Not exactly sure why.
He didn't do anything.
He did. I think he literally just came on to because the performance center is about 25 minutes from his house, and he
Yes.
was like, "Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? My nose is fine. I'm gonna wrestle."
I
I
think
don't know
he
what people are talking about.
and honestly, I think he just came out just to do a plug that he will face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and to show
And
off
that
his
was
new
it.
shirt, and to show off the new shirt.
Again, you know what? Let's show support for the Miami Hurricanes.
No, I think it's more the Miami Dolphins. It's got the teal.
No,
It's got the
no,
teal.
it's got the green. It's got the green. That's all Hurricanes.
Okay.
Come on. I expect more from you.
I don't follow college football.
Really?
No, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I love college football. I like it more than the NFL. Anyway,
Anyway, so Jen,
so what?
next week, the last guy is going home. Who do you think it's going to be?
I say it's Tanner.
Okay, I'm going to shock you here. I'm going to say ZZ.
No.
I'm going to say ZZ because I have a feeling Daniel Bryan will use his save on Tanner and make it a
Good
battle
thinking.
between Josh and ZZ.
Good thinking.
I think Josh might be able to get more votes than ZZ. I think he might.
Good thinking. I like that.
I think he might. I think that's what they're saving it for. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. Because if it's between Tanner and Josh, that's a much tighter competition than it would be between either of them and ZZ.
Totally.
All right, so that's it for Tough Enough for our wrap up this week. If you want to find more wrestling talk, go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Go to live.sorgatronmedia.com every Tuesday night, roundabouts 9 p.m. That's where we talk the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Sometimes Jen Carlins is on it, looking really awkward in between LB and her husband.
I'm still not over that.
She's still not over it. She still has the mental scars.
I still do. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
And we also have the wrap-ups for the midweek war. We do NXT, Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling. We do all those things, even though Lucha's not around anymore, which is very sad. But yeah, go to SorgatronMedia.com for all of your wrestling needs, and go to IndieWrestling.us if you don't like WWE and you want something different. IndieWrestling.us has all of your independent professional wrestling needs. So, for Jen Carlins, for Mason Carlins, I am Mad Mike, and we'll see you next week on Tough Enough Wrap Up.